What up, what up, what up? Bankroll Tim bedded up. Been a couple days, about a week or so, right? I haven't put up a video, but haven't been able to do much. It's been real hot, even hotter in this building. I can't believe right now, let's see, what is today, Wednesday the 15th. It actually has a breeze out right now. I just opened the garage door because it was actually with this breeze. It feels good. Yesterday I was in here working on this damn rear end, cutting the brackets off and grinding it, and I was pouring sweat. I had the door open, stuff like that. The day before, let's see, Monday when I came in and opened up, the rims looked like they were white, condensation, every bit of metal that was in here. So it was actually way cooler in here on Monday than it was when than outside. So anyways, Monday I shouldn't have opened the door. Got the rear end and everything tore out of this box. Take the rest of the uppers out because I like to cut them off with a sawzall, you know, to get it out of my way faster. But still gotta take those uppers off. Boom, I gotta cut where the cross brace is gonna go. Boom. But you guys can see how clean this car is. So everybody else that had this car at their shop was like, man, it's fucking leaking gas, it's leaking gas, it's leaking gas. Well, I see this thing with a brand new gas tank and I'm thinking, okay, before it came to me, the gas tank had to have been replaced. It's a brand new gas tank, right? Well, if you look right here, you see these spot welds? This is a spot welds for how the slosh plate is inside the tank. It's from the factory. Now, if you notice this one, there's a hole right there from the spot welds. And then see how the fuel was running down here and dripping. So the tank is completely empty now because obviously the fuel leaked out. But yeah, no, it's a very clean car. Very clean car. Like I said, the Volanos right there are the ones for it. 7-inch lip. It had a 7.5-inch rear end in it. He had a 96 Impala SS rear end that he had bought. Boom. So putting that in here, two of the uppers, two of the lowers, double adjustable. Anti-roll bar, trick chassis, narrow on the rear end, got the axles, got everything, got the gear, all that, boom. So that's where we're at on that. Bought my son a brand new 2022 Honda CRF 125. I did not know that it was fuel injected, but it's fuel injected. I financed it. I didn't think it was going to go through. I mean, I knew what my credit was, but because it's a recreational vehicle or whatever, I didn't know. It's a little bit higher interest rate, but it was spotless yesterday. We got it home, got it to the shop, or took it to the house yesterday and surprised the kid with it. So he rode it yesterday, didn't want to get it dirty. Then his buddies came out with their dirt bikes and stuff like that, and they went out into the field and was riding. So it got a little dirty, a little dusty. Hopefully this, encourage him to do a little more around here in the shop. So yeah, pretty cool little bike. I rode it. Got the 73 sitting there again. It's about to get these billets right here. Kid just walked in. Oh, Honda. Battery. No, it's not them, it's the battery. The battery, we found the battery cable loose yesterday. It's got electric start.
You know,
fuel injected, obviously, electric start. But
I don't like it. It's that fuel injection. I don't like it. Carburetor guy. It's like I'm riding an LS. It's not right.
This dude's got all kinds of shit to talk. But yeah, the 73 going on these billets, boom. So I finished up the 196 Impala SS rear end that was sitting over here. Finished that up. The kid came and picked it up. I actually got to call him because I haven't heard from him since he was having his mechanic put it in the car. But his mechanic was saying that it wasn't a posi because it's a true track. So a true track gives the slip. You know, when you turn one wheel, the other wheel turns backwards because that's the slip. So when you're turning corners, but once you hit it, a true track, eating posi, whatever, you know, engages the gears, locks it together. So I gotta call him, find out if the car is moving. That's the one that's on my IG, that the picture with the skyline, the clouds in the sky. It's whatever you guys call it, the purple, maroon, whatever it is, Impala SS 96. Well, yeah, that one left, boom. I still got the 9-inch right there, but it's for a Cutlass that's gonna be coming, but I still have to get the rear end all fabbed up, and then we can set the time for the car to come. I just haven't got to that yet. But this is the 12 bolt that's from Wisconsin. I cut the ends off, figured out my number, 16, boom, boom. Got it sitting here, doing all the grinding to it to get all the brackets off there. So you see I gotta finish up right here, boom, boom, boom. Then I got the double adjustable boxes and all that shit going on it, and the badass brackets. The whole box right there. Double adjustables, and these brackets for the coilovers. So obviously I'll cut off this area back here, and this will be welded to the back of the box. And then I can bolt all those brakes and stuff back on, clock the ends down, because these bolt on, let's see, it's got this caliper, which is a G-body, a metric caliper. But this was on there like this, so you can see how high up the, you know, how high up the caliper sits. So I gotta clock the ends down to bring it down, because we're narrowing it to 2 inches. It's got the nice cover. It's got a posi right there that came out of it. That's his gear setup, whatever. Somebody had just put all that together when they narrowed it to 1 inch or 3/4 inch, whatever they originally narrowed it. The axles are right there, which were strange axles that were in there. I took them to my machine guy, had them cut them down 2 more inches, respline them, and then drilled the holes in them for the 3-inch studs. 1/2 inch, 3-inch, 20, or 1/2 inch, 20, 3-inch, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, the front of this, I was gonna get them brake lines on. I still gotta get them brake lines on. They're right there. I gotta do it. But I plan on, that rear end is the one for that one. So I wanna get that one up on the bench next, because again, that one needs all that shit cut off of it. But I marked the area of where I'm gonna narrow. So I'm gonna cut that whole section out, which, like I said, that's 5 1/4 or 5 1/2 inches gotta come off that rear end. Boom. So slowly but surely getting things done, even with my fat ass all up in this heat. Matco and Snap-on, I don't know where you guys are at, why you don't come over here no more, but I got some broken shit, missing shit, people borrow shit, don't bring it back, you know. But anyways, so this 12 bolt, about to have the buckets welded on here, finish grinding this off. I'll get it all set up on the table where I want it, welded to the table, bam. So yeah, got my son tearing apart this 96 Impala rear end, which is for the white box Chevy going on Filanos, which is right up there. So trying to get this one taken apart, stripped down. This one is keeping the stock lower mounts for the, so we're not moving that. Just, I think it's 2 3/4, just under 2 3/4 in there on this one too. So, and then the axles are right back there with the 3-inch, 1/2 inch, 20 screw-in studs again for this one. Gear posi bearing kit for this one. Boom. I gotta get a seal. The seal that was in the box was the wrong seal. So I gotta start writing shit down. But yeah, that's the business. And as soon as I get that white car buttoned up, hopefully by this weekend, then I can get that up on there, start tearing that apart. I can move this back up to the front, so that way this don't get too much dirtier, but it's gonna get dirty. Everything gets dirty around here. But be able to move it up there, so that way I can work on this one. All right, I just wanted to give everybody another video, so that way, you know, I haven't had time to get any videos up, so did a little bit of cleaning around here. My scrap bin is full to the rim. I got to call and have them, S&S Recycling, as you can see out there. I mean, that thing's got, that's probably got to be my heaviest one yet. There's so many axles in there, so many rotors, drums, rear ends, a lot of heavy control arms, springs, a lot of heavy stuff in there. So that thing should be, I don't know what scrap prices are right now, but hopefully it's at least $500 for what's in there. But yeah, all right, y'all. That it up, Bankroll Tim. Yeah, the business.
It's in the making.
It's still in the making for how many years with that big
It's gonna be, it's to be continued.
To be continued,
right
he says. Okay. All right, y'all. Bankroll Tim, bet it up. I'm in here. I'm working every day, Saturdays and Sundays too.
All day long.
All right, y'all. I'm out.